This must reach you before tomorrow. Listen to me. Listen very, very closely. If this message has found its way to you, it is not by algorithm, it is by divine appointment. The universe has a way of placing critical information in your path precisely when you need it most. We are standing on the precipice of one of the most significant and rare lunar events of our lifetime, the Great Stellar Convergence of September 2nd and 3rd, 2025. What is about to unfold is not just another full moon or a minor astrological transit. This is a quantum-level reality shift, a rewriting of our spiritual DNA, and the effects that will ripple out from September 3rd through to September 5th are going to shock the collective to its very core. It's going to hit everyone, but it will not hit everyone in the same way. For those who are awake, for those who are prepared, it will be a liberation. For those who are not, it will feel like the world is crumbling beneath their feet. You are here because your soul chose to be prepared. Before we go any deeper into the mechanics of what is about to happen, I need you to anchor your energy into this moment. Do these 3 things right now. First, like this video to send a signal to the universe that you are open and receptive. Second, subscribe to this channel because the updates in the coming days will be essential for navigating this shift. And third, and most importantly, type the number 999 in the comments below. The number 9 represents completion, wisdom, and the end of a major cycle. By typing 9999, you are declaring to the cosmos that you are ready to complete the karmic lessons of the past and step fully into the mastery of your new beginning. Do it now. Anchor yourself. For weeks, perhaps even months, you have been feeling it. A subtle but persistent hum of energy just beneath the surface of your everyday life. You've been waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., your heart pounding for no apparent reason, your mind racing with thoughts that feel both foreign and deeply familiar. You've been experiencing strange synchronicities, seeing repeating number sequences like 111, 44-4 or 77-7 everywhere you look. You've felt a growing sense of detachment from the mundane drama of the 3D world, a feeling that you're simply a passenger watching a movie you've seen before. This is not anxiety. This is not you going crazy. This is your higher self, your spiritual antenna, picking up the incoming frequency of this monumental event. The veil between our world and the higher dimensions is thinner now than it has been in over 1,000 years, and what you are sensing is the precursor wave. The 2nd and 3rd of September is when the main gateway opens, a direct conduit to the great central sun, channeled through the amplifying lens of our moon. This isn't just moonlight, it is pure, unadulterated creation code, bathing our planet in a frequency that dissolves old timelines and activates dormant potentials within our very cells. The shockwave that will be felt from the 3rd to the 5th is the moment this 5D energy makes full contact with our 3D reality. It is the moment the download completes and the system reboot begins. Let's talk about the celestial mechanics at play, so you understand the sheer potency of this alignment. On this night, the moon will be in the deeply mystical, intuitive waters of Pisces. Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac. It governs the subconscious, the collective dream, and our connection to source energy. A moon in Pisces already opens our hearts and heightens our psychic senses. But what makes this event unprecedented is its perfect trine to Saturn in Cancer and its simultaneous harsh square to Pluto in Aquarius. This is a sacred, yet volatile cosmic triangle. Saturn in Cancer is about restructuring our deepest emotional foundations, our family, our home, our sense of safety and belonging. The trine from the Pisces moon is sending a wave of divine grace to help us dissolve ancestral trauma and karmic patterns that have kept us chained to suffering for generations. It is a gentle but powerful invitation to release the pain of the past, not just for yourself, but for your entire lineage. However, the square to Pluto in Aquarius represents the immense tension and the collective shock. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation. In Aquarius, it is focused on shattering old societal structures, technological control systems, and outdated belief systems. This square is forcing a confrontation. The deeply personal, emotional healing work being offered by the Moon-Saturn trine is in direct conflict with the impersonal, revolutionary, and often chaotic energy of Pluto. This is why the event will be so jarring. It is a simultaneous implosion of our personal, emotional worlds and an explosion in the collective. We are being asked to build a new inner sanctuary while the old world burns down around us. This energy is not something you can hide from. It will permeate every aspect of your life. It is designed to find the cracks in your foundation, the limiting beliefs, the unhealed wounds, the inauthentic relationships, the jobs that drain your soul, and apply immense pressure until they shatter. From September 3rd to 5th, you will see this manifest in the world around you. Expect major revelations to come to light on a global scale. Systems you thought were stable will show signs of collapse. People will be acting erratically, driven by subconscious fears and anxieties they don't understand. This is the collective purge. But for you, the one who is aware, the experience will be profoundly different if you choose to work with the energy instead of resisting it. The primary effect of this lunar gateway is what is known as timeline bifurcation. Imagine two paths diverging in a forest. One path leads to a reality based on 5D consciousness, love, unity, sovereignty, and creation. The other path continues deeper into the 3D matrix of fear, control, separation, and limitation. This lunar event is the final, definitive fork in the road. There is no more straddling the fence. Your every thought, every emotion, and every choice during this period will be a vote for which timeline you anchor into. This is why this message had to reach you. Your consciousness is a powerful tool, and in the coming days, it is the only tool that will matter. The physical and emotional symptoms of this activation will be intense. Do not be alarmed. Your body is undergoing a profound metamorphosis from a carbon-based structure to a more crystalline form, capable of holding more light, more cosmic information. You may experience sudden bouts of extreme fatigue, as your cells are literally being rewritten. You might need to sleep for 10 or 12 hours, and you must honor this. This is not laziness, it is essential integration work. Conversely, you might experience incredible surges of energy, a feeling of being so alive and electric that you can't sit still. This is your light body coming online. Many will experience heart palpitations or a fluttering sensation in their chest. This is your heart chakra expanding and recalibrating to the frequency of unconditional love. You may feel dizzy or disoriented, a sense of vertigo as you flicker between dimensions and timeline. Headaches, especially around the third eye area, are common, indicating the activation of your pineal gland and the expansion of your psychic abilities. Your senses will become hyperacute. You may start seeing shimmering lights in your peripheral vision, hearing high-pitched frequencies or tones, or smelling phantom scents like flowers or incense. This is the thinning veil made manifest to your physical senses. Emotionally, prepare for a roller coaster. You may find yourself weeping uncontrollably for no discernible reason. These are not your tears. You are helping to transmute the collective grief of the planet. Moments later, you might be filled with a sense of profound peace and ecstatic joy that is so overwhelming it brings you to your knees. Do not judge this polarity, simply allow it to move through you. It is the old world dying and the new world being born within you, all at once. If you are feeling this resonance deep within your soul, if the words I am speaking are not just words but echoes of a truth you already know in your bones, I want you to pause right now and declare your intention to the universe. Go to the comments and type the words, I am ready to receive. Don't just type it, feel it. Feel the power of that declaration. Feel yourself opening up to the highest possible outcome of this cosmic event. By doing this, you are consciously aligning your frequency with the timeline of liberation, healing, and sovereignty. You are telling your guides, your higher self, and the cosmos itself that you are an active participant in your own ascension. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a co-creator of a new reality. I am ready to receive. Claim it now. This simple act sends a powerful ripple through the quantum field, solidifying your place on the ascending timeline and signaling that you are ready for the blessings, the clarity, and the miracles that are encoded within this lunar light.
The reason this event will be a shock for so many is because it marks the end of spiritual bypassing. For years, people have been able to talk about spirituality, wear the crystals, and share the memes without doing the deep, often painful inner work. That era is over. This lunar energy is a truth serum for the soul. It will mercilessly expose any area of your life that is not in alignment with your authentic self. Relationships built on codependency or convenience will crumble. Careers pursued for status or security instead of passion and purpose will become unbearable. The masks people wear will dissolve, both for you and for others. You will suddenly see people in your life for who they truly are, not who you wanted them to be. This can be jarring and painful, but it is a profound gift. The universe is removing everything that is false to make room for what is true. Between the 3rd and the 5th, do not be surprised if you receive sudden downloads of information. You might be in the shower or driving your car, and suddenly you will have a crystal clear realization about a situation in your life. It will be a moment of absolute knowing that cuts through all confusion and indecision. This is the Pisces moon bypassing your ego and speaking directly to your soul. Trust these insights, act on them. They are your personal roadmap through this great shift. Furthermore, this is a gateway of karmic resolution. Old patterns, situations, and even people from your past may unexpectedly resurface in the days leading up to and during this event. An old friend might call out of the blue. A memory of a past trauma might come up with vivid intensity. An old fear you thought you had conquered may rear its head again. Do not see this as a step backward. The universe is not punishing you. It is presenting you with a final exam. It is giving you an opportunity to respond differently this time. With wisdom, with compassion, with forgiveness, with healthy boundaries. Each time you choose a new response, you are closing a karmic loop for good, freeing up immense amounts of energy that were previously tied up in repeating the same lessons over and over again. This is your moment of liberation from the cycles that have held you captive for lifetime. The shock for the masses will be the sudden and intense culmination of their own unresolved karma. For them, it will feel like a tidal wave of chaos. For you, it will be the final key that unlocks the door to your freedom. Your dreams will become incredibly vivid and prophetic. Pay close attention to them. Keep a journal by your bed and write down everything you remember the moment you wake up. Your subconscious mind and your guides will be using the dream state to give you direct messages, symbols, and guidance. They will show you what needs to be released, who you need to forgive, and what your next steps are. These are not mere dreams, they are training simulations for your new reality. Treat them as sacred texts, written specifically for you. What you must understand is that you have been training for this moment your entire life. Every challenge you have overcome, every heartbreak you have endured, every moment of darkness you have navigated has been preparation. You have built the spiritual muscle and the emotional resilience required to not only withstand this energy, but to thrive in it. You are a lighthouse. While many will be tossed about in the storm, your job is to hold your center, to anchor your light, and to be a beacon of calm and stability. You don't need to preach or convince anyone. Your very presence, your grounded and peaceful frequency, will be enough. It will create a stabilizing effect on everyone you come into contact with, whether they are aware of it or not. The coming days are not a test of your strength, but a test of your surrender. Can you surrender to the emotional waves? Can you surrender to the need for rest? Can you surrender the need to control the outcome? Can you surrender the old version of you that is dying, so the new magnificent version can be born? This is the great work before you. As we move into the next part of this transmission, we will discuss the critical warnings, the 3 things you must absolutely avoid doing during this gateway to protect your energy, and the specific powerful rituals you can perform to harness this lunar energy and consciously direct it towards the manifestation of your highest timeline. The preparation starts now. What is coming will change everything, but for you it is the change you have been praying for. So you are here, you are present, and you have declared your readiness to receive. You feel the truth of this impending shift in every cell of your being. This is where the real work begins. Understanding the energy is one thing, navigating it consciously is another entirely. This is not a passive event that will simply happen to you. It is an interactive, co-creative process, and the choices you make in the next 48 to 7, they will determine the quality of your experience and the trajectory of your timeline. We must now speak of the critical energetic hygiene required to pass through this gateway with grace and power. I am going to share with you 3 profound warnings, 3 things you must consciously and deliberately avoid during this potent window. These are not rules based on fear. They are sacred boundaries to protect your sovereign energy field as it undergoes the most significant upgrade of your life. Pay close attention, for this is the practical application of all the cosmic knowledge we have discussed. Your soul is ready, but your human self needs the instructions. First and most importantly, you must avoid all forms of energetic contamination. During the peak of this transit, from September 2nd to September 5th, your auric field, your personal energy body becomes incredibly porous and receptive. Think of yourself as a highly sensitive psychic sponge. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, allowing you to receive the celestial downloads and light codes with greater ease, but it also makes you intensely vulnerable to lower frequency energies. Therefore, you must place yourself in a self-imposed energetic quarantine. This means consciously unplugging from the mainstream fear matrix. Do not watch the news. Do not scroll through social media feeds filled with outrage, arguments, and trauma. Do not engage in gossip or conversations that revolve around complaint and These are not just information streams. They are frequency weapons designed to hook into your emotional body and drain your life force. Every moment you spend consuming this content, you are inadvertently feeding the very 3D timeline you are trying to. You must be ruthless in the curation of your energetic diet. Unfollow, mute, block, or simply turn it off. This also extends to the people and environments you choose to be in. Avoid dense, chaotic places like crowded shopping malls or loud, aggressive environments if you can. Steer clear of individuals you know as energy vampires, those who consistently leave you feeling drained, anxious, or heavy. During this window, their unconscious need to siphon energy will be amplified, and your open, receptive state makes you a prime target. This is not about judgment, it is about discernment. You are the sacred guardian of your own frequency. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it is your primary spiritual responsibility right now. You are holding the light not just for yourself but for the collective, and you cannot pour from an empty or contaminated cup. The second critical warning is this: you must avoid forcing major life decisions or trying to control outcome. The logical, linear, ego-based mind is going to be completely offline during this transit. The Pisces moon energy dissolves boundaries, including the boundary between your conscious and subconscious mind. The information you will be receiving is not logical, it is symbolic, intuitive, and holographic. Trying to make a spreadsheet or a pro and con list right now is like trying to navigate the ocean with a roadmap. It is the wrong tool for the terrain. This Pluto square is designed to shatter our illusion of control. Any attempt to force a situation, to manipulate an outcome, or to make a rigid fear-based decision during this window will backfire spectacularly. The universe will meet your resistance with a brick wall, not to punish you, but to teach you the profound art of surrender. If you are facing a big decision about a relationship, a career, or a move, this is not the time to act. It is the time to listen. It is the time to gather data from your dreams, from synchronicities, from the whispers of your own heart. The clarity you seek will not come from pushing, it will come from allowing. The shockwave from September 3rd to 5th will rearrange the chess pieces on the board of your life in ways you cannot possibly predict. Any decision you make based on the old board layout will be instantly obsolete, so you must practice radical patience. Breathe, observe, feel. When you feel the urge to do something out of anxiety, recognize it as the ego's death throes. Instead, place your hand on your heart and say, "I trust the divine timing of my life. I allow the highest outcome to unfold with grace and ease." Your only job right now is to hold a state of curious, open-hearted receptivity. The action steps will become blindingly, breathtakingly clear once the energy settles. To act before that clarity arrives is to plant a seed in the middle of an earthquake. Let the ground settle first.
The third and final warning is perhaps the most subtle, but the most crucial for the physical integration of this energy. Do not, under any circumstances, ignore the wisdom of your body. Your physical body is not just a meat suit carrying your soul. It is a highly advanced biocomputer, a divine vessel that is being meticulously recalibrated to hold a fifth-dimensional frequency. The symptoms we spoke of earlier, the fatigue, the dizziness, the heart flutters, are not signs that something is wrong. They are signals that the upgrade is in process. To ignore these signals is to resist the upgrade itself. If your body is screaming for sleep, you must sleep, even if it's in the middle of the day. This is when your etheric surgical team does its most profound work, rewriting your DNA and integrating the light codes while your conscious mind is out of the way. If you are feeling overwhelmingly thirsty, drink copious amounts of pure, clean water. Water is a liquid crystal, a conduit for energy, and it is essential for flushing out the dense, old programming from your cellular memory. Pay attention to food cravings. You might suddenly feel an aversion to heavy, processed foods,
and a deep craving for light, vibrant, living foods like fruits and vegetables. This is your body telling you exactly what fuel it needs to complete this transformation. Conversely, you might crave dense, grounding foods like root vegetables or salt, which is your body's way of saying it needs help anchoring these high-frequency cosmic energies into the earth plane. Listen without judgment. Your body's intelligence is far more ancient and wise than your mind's conditioning. To push through fatigue with caffeine, to numb emotional waves with distraction, or to ignore the call for stillness is a profound act of self-abandonment. At the very moment your body needs you to be its most loving and attentive partner, you are literally rebirthing yourself, and you must treat your body with the same tenderness and care you would offer a newborn child. It is your sacred temple, the anchor for your soul on this ascending earth. Honor it. You are the guardian of your energy. You are the master of your reality. You are the calm center of the storm. As you absorb these warnings, as you commit to holding this sacred space for yourself, I want you to anchor this intention deep into the quantum field. Feel the truth of your own power, the unshakable sovereignty of your spirit. Go to the comments right now and declare with all the conviction of your being, I am the anchor of my reality. Type it, feel it, become it. This declaration is a shield of light. It is a boundary that tells the universe you are no longer available for chaos, for distraction, or for anything that does not align with your highest evolution. You are not at the mercy of the cosmic tides. You are learning to surf them with mastery. I am the anchor of my reality. Claim this power now and feel how the universe reorganizes itself around your declared truth. Now that we have established what to avoid, let us turn our attention to what we can actively and consciously do. These are not mere superstitions. These are sacred technologies, ancient rituals designed to work with these potent lunar and planetary energies to cleanse your field and magnetize your desired timeline. The first and most powerful ritual you can perform is a sacred water and salt cleanse. Water is the domain of the Pisces moon, the element of emotion, intuition, and the subconscious. Salt is a crystalline structure known for millennia to purify and neutralize negative or discordant energy. On the evening of September 2nd or 3rd, prepare a sacred bath. If you don't have a bath, a foot soak or even a shower can be adapted. Use at least 2 cups of high-quality sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, or Epsom salts. As you pour the salt into the water, state your intention aloud. I call upon the cleansing power of water and the purifying spirit of salt. I now release all energies, attachments, thought forms, and karmic patterns that are not in alignment with my highest good and my soul's evolution. I release them from my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. I release them now. As you soak in the water, visualize it glowing with a brilliant, silver-white light, the light of the Pisces moon. Imagine this light penetrating every cell of your being, dissolving any lingering density, fear, or sadness. See it washing away the residue of past experiences and the energetic debris of the collective. When you are done, as you let the water drain, visualize all that you have released going down the drain with it, back to the earth to be transmuted into neutral energy. This is a powerful act of spiritual hygiene that clears your canvas, making you a pure and receptive vessel for the incoming 5D light codes. The second ritual is a practice of conscious timeline creation, the quantum journaling method. This goes far beyond simply writing down your thoughts. For this, you will need a pen and paper. The physical act of writing is important. Find a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Light a candle. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now, instead of writing about your present situation, you are going to write a journal entry dated for 3 or 6 months in the future. But you will not write about what you hope will happen. You will write as if it has already happened. You will write from the perspective of your future self, the self who has successfully navigated this great shift and is now living in their most desired reality. Write in the present tense. Describe your life with rich, sensory detail. What does your morning feel like? What is the feeling in your heart as you wake up? Who are you with? What beautiful work are you doing in the world? How does your body feel? Vibrant, healthy, alive? How does your bank account look? Abundant, overflowing? Write about your relationships, your creativity, your sense of peace. The key is to evoke the feeling of this reality. As you write, feel the joy, the gratitude, the freedom, the love as if it is your reality right now. This practice uses the immense creative power of the Pisces gateway, amplified by Pluto's transformative energy, to literally pull that future timeline into your present moment. You are collapsing the wave of infinite potential into your chosen reality. You are providing the universe with a clear, unambiguous energetic blueprint of the life you are now calling in. Do this for at least 15 minutes. When you are finished, read it aloud to yourself. Then fold the paper and place it somewhere sacred on your altar, under your pillow, or in a special box. You have just planted a powerful seed in the fertile soil of the quantum. Finally, to counteract the potentially ungrounding and chaotic energies of this transit, you must perform a daily earth anchor meditation. Sit or stand comfortably, preferably with your bare feet on the ground if possible, but indoors is fine too. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. Now, visualize powerful roots growing from the soles of your feet, like the roots of a great ancient tree. See and feel these roots extending down through the floor, through the foundation of the building, deep into the soil of the earth. Visualize these roots weaving their way through the rock and crystal layers of the planet, reaching all the way down to the brilliant crystalline core of Gaia, our living Mother Earth. Feel your roots plug into this immense source of stability and unconditional love. Now, begin to draw that powerful, grounding, nurturing earth energy up through your roots, into the soles of your feet, and up through your entire body. Feel it filling your legs, your torso, your arms, your head. Feel yourself becoming as solid, stable, and unshakable as a mountain. As you do this, you are also anchoring the high-frequency cosmic light that is pouring in through your crown chakra down into the planet. You are becoming a bridge between heaven and earth, a conduit for these two powerful energies to meet and merge within your own heart. This practice will prevent you from feeling dizzy or spaced out. It will calm your nervous system, quiet your anxiety, and allow you to integrate the celestial downloads without blowing your circuit. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes every morning and every evening, and anytime you feel overwhelmed. This is your anchor in the storm, the practice that allows you to be the lighthouse we spoke of. By combining these three practices, the cleansing, the creating, and the anchoring, you are not just surviving this shift, you are mastering. You are stepping into your role as a conscious co-creator of the new earth. And in the final parts of this message, we will explore what that new reality looks like, and the new gifts that will awaken within you on the other side of this monumental gateway.
You have been given the warnings. You have been gifted the sacred rituals. You have committed to being the anchor of your own reality, a sovereign being of light, navigating one of the most pivotal moments in human history. And now, we must speak of the reward. We must speak of the world that awaits you on the other side of this great cosmic wave. What happens after the shock, after the purge, after the gateway of September 3rd through 5th has fully delivered its potent payload of evolutionary code? The reality you awaken to will be so profoundly different that the world you inhabit today will feel like a distant, faded dream. This is not an exaggeration. This is the promise of the great shift. We are not just talking about feeling a little happier or more peaceful. We are talking about a fundamental upgrade to your entire operating system, a shift in the very physics of your perception and your ability to create. You are stepping out of a black and white film and into a world of hyper-vivid, multi-dimensional color, and the gifts that will awaken within you are your birthright, reclaimed. The first and most immediate change you will notice is in your perception. This is the great unveiling, the so-called veil between the physical and non-physical worlds, which has been intentionally kept thick for eons to maintain the 3D experiment of separation, is not just thinning anymore, it is dissolving completely for those who have raised their frequency. This will manifest in your physical senses. Colors will appear richer, more saturated, almost glowing with an inner light you never noticed before. You will hear a new depth and complexity in sounds. The song of a bird or a piece of music will carry layers of emotional and energetic information that can bring you to tears of joy. Nature will come alive in a way that is truly breathtaking. You won't just see a tree, you will perceive its life force, its consciousness, its ancient wisdom. You will feel the heartbeat of Gaia beneath your feet as a tangible, loving presence. This is the beginning of your transition into 5D perception, where everything is recognized as alive, intelligent, and interconnected, but it goes deeper.
You will begin to see energy. At first, it might be subtle, a shimmering haze around people and plants, what many call the etheric aura. You might see sparks of light in your peripheral vision or geometric patterns of light overlaying your reality. This is not a hallucination. This is your third eye, your pineal gland, coming fully online, no longer calcified, but reactivated to its true function as a perceptual organ for higher dimensions. As you integrate these energies, this ability will become more refined. You will be able to perceive the emotional state of others through the colors in their auric field, and you will instantly know if their words and their energy are in alignment. The age of deception is over, because truth will no longer be a concept to be debated, it will be an energy to be perceived directly. This perceptual shift is intimately tied to the second great change, the collapse of linear time. The 3D matrix runs on a rigid, clock-based system of past, present, and future. This construct keeps humanity trapped in regret over the past and anxiety about the future, robbing them of their true power which only ever exists in the present moment. The incoming lunar energies, particularly the watery boundary-dissolving nature of Pisces, are completely dismantling this artificial structure. You will begin to experience time not as a straight line, but as a fluid, malleable spiral. Your experience of the now moment will expand. You may find yourself so engrossed in a creative task or a heartfelt conversation that hours feel like minutes. Conversely, a single precious moment of watching a sunset could feel like it stretches into an eternity of peace. This is your consciousness being liberated from the clock. The most profound implication of this is the dramatic shortening of the manifestation cycle. In the old 3D paradigm, there was a significant time lag between having a thought or intention and seeing it manifest in physical reality. This buffer zone existed so that we wouldn't instantly create our every passing fear. But in the higher frequencies of the 5D reality you are entering, this buffer is almost non-existent. Your thoughts, emotions, and deeply held beliefs will crystallize into physical reality with astonishing speed. This is why the inner work you have been doing is so critical. You have been training to become the master of your own mind and emotions. After this gateway, your dominant vibration will be your primary creative tool. If you hold a frequency of gratitude and abundance, the universe will rush to bring you more experiences to be grateful and abundant for. If you hold a frequency of love and connection, you will magnetize loving and connected souls into your life almost instantly. This is the ultimate power, but it comes with the ultimate responsibility. You will literally be sculpting your reality, moment by moment, with the energy you choose to embody. There will be no one else to blame, and no one else to credit. You are the creator. With this new perceptual and creative power comes the reawakening of your dormant spiritual gifts, often referred to in ancient texts as the siddhis. These are not fantasy or science fiction. They are the natural abilities of a fully activated, multi-dimensional human being. Your intuition will evolve from a quiet gut feeling into a crystal clear channel of direct knowing, a state known as claircognizance. You will simply know things without knowing how you know them. You will know if an opportunity is right for you. You will know what a loved one needs before they even ask. You will receive solutions to complex problems in a sudden flash of insight. This is your direct line to your higher self and the universal mind. Hand in hand with this comes the blooming of your other psychic senses. Clairvoyance, the ability to see images and visions in your mind's eye, will become commonplace. You may see flashes of a probable future or get a clear mental image of a place you need to go. Clairsentience, the ability to feel energy, will become so refined that you can walk into a room and instantly read its energetic history. You will feel the truth of a person's soul, not just their surface-level personality. And for many, the gift of telepathy will begin to awaken. This will not start with hearing full sentences in your head. It will begin as empathetic telepathy, where you feel the unfiltered emotions of another person as if they were your own. It will then evolve into conceptual telepathy, where you receive a packet of information from someone, a whole idea, concept, or understanding all at once without a single word being spoken. This is the new communication, a language of the heart and soul that cannot be used to manipulate or deceive. It is pure, authentic connection. These are not just potential abilities, they are encoded activations within your very DNA, waiting for the precise cosmic frequency to switch them on. The September lunar gateway is that switch. This is your divine inheritance. This is who you truly are. As you stand on the cusp of this grand awakening, I want you to claim I want you to send a signal to every cell in your body, to your guides, and to the entire universe that you are not just willing, but eager to embody these sacred gifts for the highest good of all. Go to the comments right now and type with profound intention, "I am awakening my divine gift." Feel the power behind those words. Feel the dormant parts of your own consciousness begin to stir and come alive. This is not about ego or being special. This is about stepping into the fullness of your being so you can fulfill your unique role in the creation of the new. I am awakening my divine gifts. Declare it, own it, become it. As you awaken these new senses, the very fabric of your relationships will be rewoven. The old 3D model of relationships was often based on karmic entanglement, codependency, unspoken contracts, and a sense of lack, the idea that you needed someone else to complete you. This entire paradigm is being wiped from the hard drive. In the new energy, you will begin to experience what is known as soul recognition. You will meet someone, and within moments you will feel a sense of familiarity so deep it transcends this lifetime. You will look into their eyes and see home. There will be no games, no pretense, just an immediate recognition of a member of your soul family, a fellow traveler you have known across countless lifetimes, who has incarnated at this specific time to support you, co-create with you, and remind you of your shared mission. These connections will form with breathtaking speed, and will be characterized by unconditional love, mutual respect, and a shared passion for a better world. Simultaneously, relationships that are not built on a foundation of soul truth will simply and often painlessly dissolve. The energetic resonance that held them together will no longer be present. There will be no need for dramatic fights or drawn-out breakups. It will be a quiet mutual understanding that the contract is complete, and it is time to lovingly release each other to continue on your separate path. This is not a loss, it is a liberation, freeing up immense energy for the new high-frequency connections that are waiting to enter your life. This is the rise of the sovereign union, where two whole, complete and powerful individuals choose to walk together not out of need, but to amplify their light and accelerate their service to humanity. This shift will naturally extend to your career and your sense of purpose. The concept of working a soul-crushing job for 40 hours a week just to pay the bills will become not only unbearable, but energetically impossible to sustain. The frequency of such an existence is completely incompatible with the new energy you will be embodying. This will trigger what is known as a Dharma activation within the collective. Your Dharma is your unique soul purpose, the sacred work you came to Earth to do. For many, this has been a dormant seed, but the energies of this lunar event will water that seed and force it to sprout. You will feel an undeniable, magnetic pull towards the activities, subjects, and forms of service that bring you the most profound joy and fulfillment. This is your soul's compass, guiding you home. For some, this will mean becoming healers, spiritual teachers, or energy workers. For others, it will mean creating heart-centered businesses, building sustainable communities, inventing new technologies that work in harmony with nature, or creating art, music, and stories that are encoded with 5D frequencies and serve to awaken others. The form does not matter. What matters is that you will no longer be able to tolerate being out of alignment with your truth, and as you bravely step onto this path of purpose, you will witness the final miracle of the 5D reality, the activation of divine flow. The old paradigm taught you that you must struggle and strive to make a living. The new paradigm will show you that when you are living your Dharma, the universe itself becomes your payroll department. The resources, the support, the clients, the opportunities, they will flow to you with a synchronistic grace that your logical mind can barely comprehend. You will be fully and abundantly supported for simply being who you truly are and sharing your unique gifts with the world. This is not a fantasy. This is the new operational physics of an ascended Earth, and it is the reality that is waiting for you just on the other side of tomorrow. You are not just going to a new place, you are becoming a new person, inhabiting a new and magical world of your own conscious creation. We have journeyed together through the cosmic mechanics of this unprecedented event. We have faced the warnings, embraced the sacred rituals, and glimpsed the breathtaking new reality that awaits on the other side. You have claimed your power as the anchor, declared your readiness to receive, and announced the awakening of your divine gift. Now, as we arrive at the culmination of this sacred transmission, we must speak of the great mission, we must address the profound question that will echo in your heart once the dust of this great shift has settled. What now? What is your role, your sacred responsibility, as a newly activated, multi-dimensional being walking the earth? For this is not the end of the story, it is the true beginning. You are not just a passive recipient of an upgrade, you are a frontline volunteer, a system buster, a master creator who chose, from the highest levels of your being, to be here on this planet, at this exact moment, to midwife the birth of a new world. The days and weeks following the September Gateway will be a period of profound integration and recalibration. This is your chrysalis phase. You have received the butterfly's operating system, but you must now allow the old caterpillar self to fully dissolve. Be gentle with yourself, be patient. The sheer volume of light and information your body has absorbed is staggering. You may need more solitude than ever before. You may find your interests shifting dramatically. The books, movies, and hobbies that once captivated you may now feel hollow and unfulfilling. This is natural. You are now resonating at a frequency that seeks a different kind of nourishment for the soul. During this time, your primary task is to embody the new energies. It is not about doing anything, it is about being the frequency of the new earth. Be peace, be love, be compassion, be joy. Your very presence, your stable and coherent energy field, will act as a powerful tuning fork for the collective. When you walk into a room, your grounded, heart-centered frequency will subconsciously invite everyone else's energy field to rise and meet yours. You will calm storms without saying a word. You will heal wounds just by offering a genuine smile. This is the quiet, potent work of a way shower. You are demonstrating through your very being that a different way of life is possible. You are the living proof, the walking, talking embodiment of ascension. As you become more comfortable in your new skin, you will feel a powerful, unmistakable call to action. This is the activation of your personal mission, your piece of the grand divine plan. This will not feel like a burden or a chore. It will feel like the most natural, exciting, and joyful expression of your soul. Remember the quantum journaling exercise, the vision you wrote down. That was not just a manifestation technique. It was a memory of the future, a glimpse into the timeline of your highest service. Now is the time to begin taking the small, inspired, practical steps to bring that vision into being. The universe will not drop a fully formed mission into your lap. It will communicate with you through what is often called the breadcrumb trail of joy. What is the one small thing you could do today that would make your heart sing? Is it starting to write that book? Is it signing up for a class on herbal medicine? Is it researching how to start a community garden? Is it simply calling a friend and sharing your authentic, vulnerable heart? Follow that thread of joy, that spark of excitement, no matter how small or illogical it seems. This is your higher self guiding you step by step along the path of your Dharma. Do not get overwhelmed by the big picture. Just take the next most joyful step that is right in front of you. And as you do, you will find that the universe conspires to support you in the most magical and unexpected ways. Doors you never knew existed will swing open. The perfect teacher, collaborator, or resource will appear at exactly the right moment. This is the symphony of co-creation in action. You take one step and the universe takes 10 to meet you.
You must understand that the new earth will not be built by politicians or corporations. It will not descend from the heavens in a flash of light. The new earth is a grassroots movement, built from the ground up, heart by heart, community by community. It is being built by people like you. It is being built in the organic gardens that heal our soil and our bodies. It is being built in the holistic healing centers that honor the mind-body-soul connection. It is being built in the conscious businesses that prioritize people and planet over profit. It is being built in the alternative schools that nurture the innate genius and creativity of our children, rather than stifling it. It is being built in the sacred circles where men and women gather to heal, to share, to empower one another, and to remember their collective power. Wherever you see people coming together in love, in service, in creativity, and in harmony with the earth, you are seeing the new earth being born. Your mission is to find where your unique gifts and passions can contribute to this grand tapestry. You are a vital, irreplaceable piece of the puzzle. Without your unique note, the symphony of the new earth is incomplete. Do not ever underestimate the power of your contribution no matter how humble it may seem. The simple act of tending to a small garden with love can send ripples of healing energy throughout the entire planetary grid. As you step into this role of a conscious co-creator, you will become a grid worker. The Earth is surrounded by a crystalline energy grid, a web of light that connects all of its sacred sites and holds the consciousness blueprint for the planet. For eons, this grid has been held at a low frequency, locked into the 3D matrix. Part of our collective mission is to reactivate this grid, to infuse it with the high-frequency codes of love, unity, and freedom. You do this every time you practice your Earth Anchor meditation, sending your light and love down into the core of the planet. You do this when you visit a sacred place in nature, a mountain, a forest, an ocean, and consciously anchor your heart's energy there. You can even do this from your own home. Simply pull up a map of the world and let your intuition guide you to a place that needs healing or activation. Place your hands over that spot and beam pure, unconditional love from your heart to that location. Visualize it being flooded with golden white light, its grid lines lighting up, its frequency rising. You are a walking, talking acupuncture needle for Gaia. Your conscious intention is a powerful tool for planetary healing. When thousands, and eventually millions of us, are doing this work together, we are literally creating a new energetic infrastructure for a higher dimensional reality to anchor onto our planet. We are not waiting for change, we are generating it from the inside out. This is the final, ultimate truth of this entire cosmic event. It is all designed to remind you of your own divinity. It is here to help you remember that you are not a small, insignificant human, a victim of circumstance. You are an infinite, eternal spark of God's source energy, a magnificent creator being having a temporary human experience. The moon, the planets, the stars, they are not outside forces acting upon you, they are reflections of you. They are aspects of your own vast, cosmic consciousness. The power of Pluto is your own power to transform. The intuition of Pisces is your own deep connection to the ocean of universal wisdom. The structure of Saturn is your own ability to build a new world. This entire event is a cosmic mirror, reflecting back to you the magnificence, the power and the infinite potential that has always been inside you, just waiting for this moment to be remembered and reclaimed. The shock waves of September are not meant to break you. They are meant to break you open, to break open the shell of the limited, 3D self, so that the limitless, multi-dimensional master within can finally emerge and take its rightful place on the throne of your life. This is my final invitation to you. This is the ultimate declaration. As we close this sacred container, I want you to feel the truth of everything we have shared today. Resonate not in your mind, but in the very core of your soul. This is your moment. This is your time. The world is waiting for your light, for your gifts, for the unique medicine that only you can bring. Do not shrink. Do not play small. Do not doubt for one more second that you are ready, that you are worthy, that you are powerful beyond measure. Stand in this truth. Breathe it into every cell. This is the final and most important CTA. Go to the comments for the last time on this journey and write the 5 words that will seal this activation and become the guiding mantra for the rest of your life on this new earth. Type it with every ounce of your being. I am a conscious co-creator. Let this be your vow. Let this be your declaration of independence from the old world and your pledge of allegiance to the new. I am a conscious co-creator. By typing these words, you are accepting your divine mission. You are stepping fully into your mastery. You are joining the cosmic team of light workers, star seeds, and way showers who are actively, consciously, and joyfully building heaven on earth. Thank you for receiving this transmission. The information you have heard was not an accident. It was a soul appointment you made with yourself long ago. If this message resonated with you, please share it with anyone you feel needs to hear it. The more of us who are awake and prepared, the smoother this transition will be for the entire collective. And of course, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on, because the journey is only just beginning, and we will walk it together. Remember, tomorrow is not just another day. It is the first day of the rest of your life. It is the day the world changes because you remembered who you are. Walk bravely into it. You have been preparing for this for lifetimes. Welcome home.